What's going on, guys? Puppyard here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're gonna do a challenge that might be very hard, and that is trying to beat the game with just an Abra, and not just any normal Abra, an Abra with only physical moves. Yes, you probably have seen Gyros 11 do a challenge like this in Pokemon Yellow. This time, I'm gonna do it in Crystal and see if it's actually possible. Now, looking at Abra's stats. They're actually pretty good. It has 105 special attack. It has 90 speed. 55 special defense is okay, but when you look at its other stats, yeah, those are awful. 25 HP is bad. 20 attack is bad. 15 defense is even worse. Oh my lord. And also, we forgot to mention this, Abra's only level up move is teleport, so we have to use struggle for it the first part of the game until we actually get like a learnable move, and that could take a while. So anyway, oh wow, I cannot wait for this. This is gonna take me hours to do. Like, oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. But anyway, though, if you guys do enjoy this kind of stuff on my channel, please leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the solo run. All right. Alright, so first things first, we have to face our rival first. He wasn't too bad. I mean, I did have to struggle on him, and yes, that's because I chose Chikorita. I leveled up to level 10, and yeah, so Chikorita was pretty easy to deal with, and yeah, goodbye Chikorita. And that was the Rival 2 battle, pretty easy. But now that we've beaten Rival 1, we have to level up, like, a lot, and I'm not kidding. For the first gym, we may even have to be like level like 16 or 20. Like we might be like a really high level. And I'm not gonna lie, this challenge is gonna start off awful because this could take us like at least a couple hours in game time. And my god, it's not fun at all. It is not fun. You can just struggle against your enemies. It is not fun. Luckily, though, the recoil damage in struggle is actually like one fourth of your health every time you deal damage. Well, not sorry, I said that wrong. 1/4 of damage you deal is still back to you. That's basically what I meant to say. But yeah, that's why I wasn't able to do this in Heart Gold, because this would have been like literally impossible. Because struggle would just take away 1/4 of your health every time you struggle, and it would suck. It would really suck. But yeah, now we have to level up like a ton, and as you can see, I'm battling all these trainers here because I have to beat them. I have to get the experience points from them, or else I won't be high enough level to actually be able to beat Faulkner. And Faulkner's my first big obstacle, and yeah, it's not gonna be fun, not at all. It is gonna be an absolute nightmare, and yeah, Faulkner is not gonna be fun at all, and it's gonna be hard, guys. We have to level up so much and just use so many potions. It is just unbelievable. It really is. Like, it's unbelievable. It really is. Like, all you gotta do is just run around in the grass and just keep struggling to death, struggling things to death, and it's literally that's all you can do, really. Like, Abra is such a bad Pokemon in attack and defense and HP. It's just it barely even at level like 12, you don't even one shot Poliwag. It's unbelievable. But eventually, we will be enough level to actually be able to beat Faulkner. But I don't know about this, guys. This I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, hopefully, eventually, we will be able to beat Faulkner at like I'm hoping like at least level like 16 or something, or even like 20. I don't know. Like I'm hoping it's gonna be at least like around there, because Faulkner's Pokemon are they're not that strong, but they're pretty good. But anyway, we will see what we can do, and yeah, hopefully we actually can beat Faulkner. All right, so after leveling up quite a bit, we finally get to face Faulkner. And yes, I did do Sprout Tower as well, and we are level 20 right now. And yeah, so anyway, struggle with two shots of Pidgey. Thank goodness. Next up is Pidgeotto, and it looks like a free kill, which is really good. And hopefully, Nickel for Sand Attack. Thank goodness. Okay, that was I could have been like a lot lower level than that, but hey, at least I have tons and tons of HP, so that's good. Let's move on to Bugsy, but of course we need to level up again. So at this point of the game, all the Pokemon are not really high leveled at all. Like, and yeah, they're like only level 7 to 8 to 6. They're not great at all, and we have to beat all. We have to like knock out a ton of Pokemon to level up. As you can see here, I am using all my teleports right now, and yeah, this is gonna be tedious as hell. Oh my god, why did I decide to do this challenge? Who would want to do this? This is boring. Like, who would want to spend like 20 minutes just trying to level like 20 or 25? Like, it is unbelievable. Like, oh my god, this is horrible. Like, I have to level up to like level 30 for Bugsy. Like, oh my god, this is horrible. And it's not fun at all. Like, Struggle does barely any damage to freaking Bug Cypher itself. Like, it's that's like the only Pokemon we need to knock out. And yeah, it's like the first. Actually, I think it's the second Pokemon it sends out. But yeah, so this is not gonna be fun. And I can see why no one wanted to do this challenge in the first place because of this. And it is horrible. Like this is horrible, guys. Like who would want to do this? This is terrible. Like, oh my god. Luckily though, there is a TM in Ilex Forest that we can get for Headbutt. And that will actually help out a little bit. We will also get the TM for Return in Goldenrod City as well. So that's gonna help out a bunch as well. But first, of course, we have to beat Bugsy and beat my rival. So yeah, this is gonna be quite a bit of fun, really. Like, I'm quite excited for this. I'm really excited to see like what level well, not excited, but like I want to see what level we have to get up to in order to beat Bugsy. I'm hoping like maybe like a little 30, like 2 or 5 or 33 or something. Oh, and by the way, while I was grinding, I found a shiny Zubat. You gotta be kidding me. I literally just found this thing, just yeah, and I just had to catch it and show you guys. Yeah, a shiny Zubat. This is how long it took for me to freaking level up. I found a shiny Pokemon. Are you kidding me? Alright, so at level 31, I decided to challenge Bugsy, and hopefully this goes well. It took me a couple hours to level up, and alright, so all we need to do is just knock out the Metapod, and then I'll come Cypher. Oh boy. Okay, that was pretty lucky. We got a critical hit. Oh! We got another critical hit. Okay. That was pretty lucky. How did we just get 2 crits in a row? I have no idea, but you know what? You know what? I'll take it. Bugsy was the most scariest gym leader out there, and I actually managed to beat him. So, yeah. I'm just gonna save the game. Oh, and by the way, it took me 21 hours in game to make it here. Unbelievable. Holy crap. But anyway, let's move on to the second rival fight. Alright, so on to rival 2. He wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, so after I defeated Bugsy, I went straight to him, and yeah, so we one-shot the Ghastly. That's pretty good. Alright, and we will two-shot the Zubat. That's good. Very good. Next up is Bayleaf, and okay, good damage, I guess. And oh, yay, critical hit. I like that. Oh, and then it got a critical hit itself. Okay, that's awesome. But anyway, that was our level 2. Not much to say really about that, but yeah, let's continue on and try to beat Whitney. Alright, now that we have Return and Headbutt, Whitney should be an absolute joke. Alright, so she sends out Clefairy, and we're just going to go for Return on it. It does a lot of damage, which is pretty good, and we're going to knock it out. Alright, so next Pokemon is Miltank, and we're going to go for Headbutt, and we actually got a flinch, and next one we didn't, unfortunately, and we're going to, oh my god, we got a critical hit. That was pretty good. And we're going to finish off with Return. Whew, okay, that was pretty easy, actually. I'm not gonna lie, pretty easy. So let's move on to rival number 3. Here we go. Alright, so this was the part where I had to level up like a ton to like, yeah, level 50. Over level 50. It's insane. And it's because he has a Haunter. And Haunter has Curse. And the curse will force shot me, and it is horrible. But luckily though, I'm able to one shot the Magnemite and get a critical hit on the Zubat. And for Bayleaf, I got another critical hit. And thank goodness I was able to knock out his Pokemon without getting knocked out by Curse. And I was pretty worried about this, and yeah, that was pretty like frustrating. But next up is Morty, and he might be more harder, but let's find out, I guess. Alright, so for Morty, this was the last time you'll ever see me struggle ever, because he gives you Shadow Ball as a TM. So we need to beat this guy. So let's get right into it. So he leads with a Ghastly, and we're in a struggle, and we one-shot it. Alright, perfect. Next Pokemon is Haunter, and we one-shot it. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Next up is Gengar, and we will not one-shot it, but it misses with Hypnosis, which is perfect, and we knock it out. And next Pokemon is Haunter, and we are gonna knock it out. Perfect! This is exactly how I wanted the battle to go. I needed a miss from Hypnosis, and I needed not one-shot the rest of his Pokemon. So there you go. We finally have Shadow Ball, so now we no longer need to have Struggle. Or use Struggle, whatever you want to whatever you want to say it. But yes, we finally have Shadow Ball. Thank goodness. We can finally go on without using Struggle, and yeah. Alright, so I decided that I would fight Price first instead of Jasmine and Chuck, because he would be easier, and he's better just to get out of the way. So we're going to fight Price first, and he sends out a Seal, and all we need to do is just spam return, and we will basically win. So yeah, we one-shot the Seal, easy. Dewgong comes out, and unfortunately it's not a one-shot, but all it goes for is Headbutt, which is fine, or you're going to knock it out. So that's Pokemon is Piloswine, and I used Return. It did pretty good damage to it. It misses with Blizzard, and we're gonna knock it out. So that was Price. Pretty easy battle. And next up, we're gonna face is Chuck, and then Jasmine. So yeah. All right. So Chuck wasn't that hard. Honestly, he could have been more harder than this, but no, I'm very over leveled, so it's not gonna matter too much. And yeah, this is gonna be easy. So Return does good damage. Actually, one-shots Primate, surprisingly. Next out is Poliwrath, and I go for Return. It does over half. It puts me to sleep with Hypnosis, which is unfortunate. And it's going to be hitting me with Surf, and that does about 18 damage, or 19. Not too much, but I stay asleep for like quite a while, which is very awful. And yeah, it's not great at all. I stay asleep for like so long, and eventually I do wake up, but man, this was so close. I was so close to resetting, but eventually I do wake up, and I'm not going to Poliwrath. So thank goodness I actually managed to wake up in time, and we won. So that's pretty good. And because we won, we get Dynamic Punch, and this will make Jasmine so much easier. And this is why I wanted to check before Jasmine, because I knew that Jasmine would be a much more harder gym leader than Chuck. So, yeah. We're finally getting rid of Teleport for Dynamic Punch. Thank goodness. Alright, so Jasmine wasn't a first try victory. She did take a couple of resets to actually beat, but it's because of Dynamic Punch's accuracy. So let's get right into it. So Magnemite comes out, and all we need to do is just use Dynamic Punch only, and we should win. And hopefully land every hit. Because if we do, we win. And luckily, we actually get rid of Magnemite with two Dynamic Punches, and then Celix comes out, and we hit Dynamic Punch against it as well. And yeah, that was it really. That was Jasmine. That was literally the entire battle right there, and that was easy. Let's move on to rival number 4. Alright, so rival 4 shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we have Return Shadow Ball now, so he should be an absolute joke. So let's get right into it. So he leads with a Golbat, and we're just going to go for a Return, and that will knock it out. Perfect. Alright, next Pokemon is Sneasel, and Sneasel is a 1-hit KO. Perfect. Alright. Next Pokemon is Magnemite, and you need to go for Dynamic Punch, or else you're not going to do much damage to it, and we're going to knock it out. Next up is Haunter, and we go for Shadow Ball and knock it out. Alright, perfect. Next up is Meganium, and we're going to go for a return, and we are going to do good damage to it. That's very good. And unfortunately, we do get a paralyzed, but that's not really a big deal. And eventually, we do knock it out, and that was Rival 4. Not too bad, really. Honestly, could have been harder, but no. He actually, I don't think it could have been more harder than that. Anyway, let's move on to Clair, and yeah. Alright, so Clair usually is a very tricky gym leader to actually beat with some certain Pokemon, but we're pretty high leveled, and I didn't actually win it first attempt. I actually had to go level up a couple times, and yeah. So return will now one shot the Dragonair, and the second Dragonair as well. Thank goodness. And unfortunately, the third Dragonair is a little bit more tankier. I'm not sure why, but it is. Unfortunately, I was trying to go for a strategy where he's dynamic punch and confuse it, so it wouldn't use Thunder Wave, and yeah, it missed twice with Thunder Wave, so that's pretty good. But anyway, we're gonna knock it out. Next up is Drakendra, and just use Dynamic Punch and get confused, and then go for a return. And yeah, I probably could have gone for a return, but I guess I didn't. Like I could have gone for a return choice, but hey, that was Clair though, so pretty good fight. Gotta admit. And now we have to beat Rival Fibel now. Alright, so Rival Fibel, it wasn't really that much of a difference from the other one, but except now he has a Kadabra and a Magneton. So let's get right into it. So Sneasel was a one-shot with return. Goodbye, Sneasel. Next Pokemon is Golbat, and we're gonna knock it out with one return. And oh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. And oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, we do eventually knock it out, thank goodness. Next Pokemon is Magneton, and we're gonna knock it out with Dynamic Punch. Goodbye, Magneton. Alright, next Pokemon is Haunter, and Haunter, all we need is Shadow Ball, we knock it out in one hit. Okay, good. Next Pokemon is Kadabra, and Kadabra was the one shot with Shadow Ball. Thank God. Last Pokemon is Meganium, and Meganium should be easy to deal with, and we are going to do good damage. It misses with Poison Powder, and we're going to knock it out. So that was Rival Fibel. Not too bad. Could have been worse, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. Let's move on to Elite Four and beat Will. Alright, so we're now at Elite Four, and we're about to challenge Will, and Will is a absolute joke. It's because we have Shadow Ball. So yeah, Zatu number 1 is a 1-hit KO. Okay, perfect. Next Pokemon is Zatu number 2 and Shadow Ball one-shots as well. Okay, perfect. Jinx comes out. Jinx is a 1-hit KO as well. Okay, this is going pretty well. Next up is Executor and Shadow Ball. Yeah, one-shots it as well. Next up is Slowbro, and we will. Okay. You could probably notice I was at level 80 because I wanted to make sure I signed up for Lance, and yeah. So let's move on to Koga. Alright, so Koga shouldn't be too hard. He has some bulky Pokemon on his team, but overall it should be really easy. So let's get right into it. So he leads off with Ariados, and we're just going to go for return on it, and we're going to knock it out in one hit. Perfect. Next Pokemon that comes out is Fortress, and I didn't think go for Protect on first turn, but it did. So then I decided to go for Dynamic Punch. Unfortunately, we're going to miss, which sucks. We get another miss again, which really, really sucks. And eventually we do hit it, and we get a Confusion Hacks on it, and it actually hits itself. So that's perfect. And we're able to knock it out. So Fortress is out of the way. Next up is Muck, and Muck is unfortunately not a 1-hit KO, which stinks, but whatever. It went for Minimize, and that caused me to miss, and the next turn we were able to hit Return, so thank God. Next Pokemon is Venomoth, and we're going to knock it out in one hit, because it is pretty frail. Goodbye, Venomoth. And last Pokemon is Crobat, and I didn't think it would be a one-shot, and it was not a one-shot. So I expected that already. And unfortunately, this is Double Team, which stinks, but eventually we do knock it out, and that was Koga. Pretty easy. Not gonna lie, that was pretty easy. So let's move on to Bruno next, alright? Alright, so Bruno isn't even that gonna be that hard because we're a psychic type and he has fine type, so this should be very easy. Alright, So he leaves with a Hitmontop, and yeah, we're gonna go for a turn, and it will not knock it out, unfortunately. And I decided to go for like any move to just use while it's underground, and it go in for attack, which is annoying, and we do knock it out eventually. Thank goodness. Next Pokemon is Onyx, and we go for Shadow Ball. It doesn't knock it out in one hit, unfortunately, and it goes for Darude, which sucks, but whatever. And we do knock it out. Next up is Machamp, and yeah, let's go for return and do some good damage. And yeah, not a one shot, but that's fine. It goes for Rock Slide. It didn't do too much damage, thank goodness. And we're gonna. Oh, he used the Max Potion. Okay, well after we knock it out, after we hit 2 times of return, we will knock it out. And yeah, goodbye Machamp. So let's move on to Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee should be a one shot because its defense is very terrible, and it is a one shot probably without a critical hit, but whatever. Next is Hitmonchan, and it goes for a Mac Punch, which is fine because it did like nothing, and we knock it out. So that was Bruno. Pretty easy, not gonna lie. Like, definitely worried about Karen, but you know what? Let's get right into it. All right, so Karen could be a bit tricky, but thank goodness we actually have Dynamic Punch against Umbreon. Umbreon is a very bulky Pokemon, so I didn't think this would one-shot Umbreon, but let's see how this goes. So we go for Dynamic Punch. We get a miss. It sucks, but it misses with Sand Attack, and Dynamic Punch will... Oh, it one-shots. I did not think it would, but it does. Okay, well, Murkrow comes out. We're going to one-shot with Return. Goodbye, Murkrow. Next Pokemon is Houndoom, and Houndoom is not a one kill. Oh, I thought it was, but it's not, unfortunately. She uses a Max Potion on Houndoom, which sucks, but whatever. And we're gonna, yeah, we're eventually we will knock it out. Thank goodness. Next Pokemon is Gengar. Gengar shouldn't be that hard to deal with. We're just going to Shadow Ball and knock it out. Goodbye, Gengar. And last Pokemon is Vileplume. Vileplume should be easy to deal with, and yeah. Oh, well, East stun sport sucked, but whatever. We're going to outspeed it anyway and knock it out. And that was Karen. Not too bad, not too hard. And let's move on to Champion Lance and see if we can beat Johto. Alright, so Lance is going to be a really big challenge for my Abra. So, can we beat him? Let's find out. Alright, so he leads off with a Gyarados. And we're going to go for return. It unfortunately does not one-shot it, but it does good damage to it. It went for Rain Dance, which is fine, and we're going to knock it out. So that's Gyarados gone. Next up is his first Dragonite, and we go for return. Does about half, which is pretty good. It misses with Thunder Wave, which is amazing, and we knock it out. Alright, out comes his second Dragonite, and we go for return. It does about around the same amount of damage, and unfortunately this time it hits us with a Thunder Wave. And a Hyper Beam! Man, this really stinks. And we do knock it out with Return, no next turn, thank goodness. Next out is Aerodactyl. It hits us with Rock Slide, no flinch, thank goodness, and we go for Rest, get back all our health, and we now have Sleep Talk now. I got rid of Dynamite Punch because it was useless now in this battle, so I decided to give it Sleep Talk, and it really helps, really, like a lot. And we do actually get Sleep Talk Rest, which actually gives us back our health, which is quite funny. A feature that was not in Air Generation, but except for this one, I think. And we're gonna knock it out with Shadow Ball. And next out is Charizard. Charizard, we get Shadow Ball, which is pretty good. It goes for Flamethrower, which isn't too bad. And we're gonna go for Shadow Ball and knock it out. All right, last Pokemon is his third Dragonite, which is level 50. And we're going to go for a rest because I actually need help for this Dragonite. It went for Outrage, which does actually not as much damage as I thought it would. We're going to go for Sleep Talk and get Return, and that does, or maybe like I'm nearly half of its health. We're going to go for a Sleep Rest again. Oh my gosh, I'm starting so much. And it goes for Outrage again. Holy crap, so much stuff happening. We go for Shadow Ball, and we don't knock it out, unfortunately. It gets confused, and it's self in confusion. Okay, well, that was a Lance. Not too bad, I guess. You know what? I'll take it. That was pretty good. And you know what? Canto might not be that hard either, but we obviously have to beat red to beat the entire game, so yeah, we have to do that one as well. Anyway, yeah, we have to go to Canto, do all the quests and stuff, and beat all gym leaders there, and then we gotta beat red. And if we can do that, then we truly have beaten this whole game, which is the physical Abra. So yeah. Let's move on to Canto, guys. Yay! Cannot wait. Alright, so for Canto, I decided to level up all the way to level 100, so everything would be easy and quick, and this video will be over very, very soon. Alright, so Brock should be easy, and all we gotta do is just go for a curse, since curse is actually available now, and we can use Shadow Ball against this whole entire team and just knock everything out. He was pretty easy, not gonna lie. Like he was easy, guys. This guy was a piece of cake. He was so easy. It's unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, we one shot literally every one of his Pokemon. Literally, I'm not kidding. Every Pokemon on his team is just a 1 at KO. It is so easy. Like, look at this. Easy gym battle. Anyway, let's move on to Misty, and yeah. Alright, so Misty is pretty easy. I mean, her Pokemon aren't that strong, so let's get right into it. We're just gonna go right for return, and we're gonna one-shot the Golduck. Man. And the next up is Starmie. We're gonna one-shot it as well. Oh my god, she is so easy. Quagsire is a... She's so easy! What is this? I mean, sure, level 100, but still. Lapras got one-shotted as well. Are you kidding me? Okay, that was Misty. Let's move on to Lieutenant Surge, alright? Alright, so Lieutenant Surge was, again, easy. Um, just like Misty, we don't even need to use Curse, and we literally one-shot. Well, maybe except for Magneton, but let's see anyway. So Raishu's a one-shot. Next up is Electrode. It's a 1-hit KO as well. Holy crap. Magneton comes out. We're going to go for return. And... oh, okay. Well, it didn't one-shot it. I kind of figured that it wouldn't, but we knock it out. Alright, next up is Electrode. And we're going to knock it out with a return again. And last Pokemon is Electabuzz. And we're going to one-shot it. Alright, well that was Surge. Pretty easy. And let's move on to Erika. Alright, so Erika was again, piece of cake. Her Pokemon aren't that strong. I mean, they are, but at her level they are. But yeah, they're pretty easy. Tangela is gonna be a 1-hit KO, which makes you think the rest of Pokemon will be a 1-hit KO. So let's get right into it. So Jumpluff is a 1-hit KO as well. Next Pokemon is Blossom, and it is a 1-hit KO. Oh my lord. Next Pokemon is Victory Bell, and it is a 1-hit KO as well. So that was Erika. Pretty easy. Let's move on to Janine, and yeah. Her Pokemon are going to be very, very easy. And if you thought Janine was going to be an absolute joke, you're right. She was an absolute joke. So easy. So easy. Her Pokemon are below level 30, level 40. Like, what the heck? Why are they not level 40 by now? They're not level 40. I don't get why they made her little Pokemon so weak. They're just unbelievably easy to knock out one hit. Like, I'm not even commentating about this battle because it's just 1 KOs everywhere. Like, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, that was Janine. Pretty easy. Let's move on to Sabrina next, the psychic leader. So let's go into her right now. Alright, so Sabrina wasn't that hard. I mean, her Pokemon are psychic type and so am I. But let's see what happens. Alright, so Sabrina leads off with a Espeon. And we're going to go for return. And that will 1-hit KO. Perfect. Next Pokemon is Mr. Mime. And we will 1-hit KO it with return. Yep, goodbye. And hey, it's Alakazam. Can we watch out with return? Yes, we can. Goodbye, Alakazam. And now Sabrina. Pretty easy. let's move on to Blaine next, alright? Alright, so Blaine might be a little bit more harder to deal with, but let's see how this goes. Alright, so he leads with Macargo, and I decided to go for a Shadow Ball instead of Return because I probably do more damage, and it doesn't quite knock it out one hit, unfortunately, but that's okay because it went for Curse, which is fine. Next up is Magmar, and we're going to go for Return, and that will knock it out. Perfect. And his last Pokemon is Rapidash, level 50 Rapidash, and this may one-shot it. Yes. Okay, very good. That was Blaine. Pretty easy. Let's move on to Blue and see if we can beat him now. Alright, so Blue's team will definitely be a very, very challenging team to deal with. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so he leads with a Pidgeot, and I'm going to set up a curse on it. And funny enough, the Pidgeot went for Mirror Move and got Curse, which is funny. And now I'm going to hit with Return and not knock it out because it actually used Curse itself, which stinks, but eventually next turn I do knock it out. So that's pretty good. Next Pokemon is Alakazam, and I should be able to outspeed Alakazam, and I do, and we will one-shot Alakazam. Alright, next Pokemon is Rhydon, and I decided for a Shadow Ball, and we do not knock it out in one hit, which stinks, but that's okay. We went for Shadow Ball again, and we knocked it out this time. Thank goodness. Alright, next up is Gyarados. Gyarados shouldn't be too hard to deal with, so let's go for Return and see if we can knock it out. And we do knock it out. Thank goodness. The next Pokemon is Executor. I think this is his last Pokemon as well. Actually, no, he has Arcanine. I forgot. Okay, we go for Shadow Ball on it, and we knock it out. Alright, perfect. Last Pokemon is Arcanine, and we're going to go for Return, and, okay, now we're going to go for Return, and we knock out Arcanine. So that was Blue. Not too bad at all, really. Could have been harder, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. Let's move on to the final challenge, Red. Alright, so Red is very, very powerful, especially in Heart Gold, but let's see if we can beat him for just an Abra. Alright, so Pikachu comes out first. I went for Return right away, and we won a KO Pikachu. Okay, perfect. Next Pokemon is Espeon. I decided to take time to go for Curse, because I definitely need it against all the rest of his Pokemon. It sets up Reflect, which kind of stinks, but that's fine. I decided to go for Return next turn, and it did like at least half. And we're gonna go for Shadow Ball. I don't know why I didn't go for Shadow Ball first turn, but whatever. Next up is Snorlax, and we're going to go for a Return, and it does pretty okay damage, considering there's Reflect on the field, and we're going to hit Return again. Good damage. Goes for Body Slam. Holy crap, that did a lot, and we get a Paralyze. Ah, God, you gotta be kidding me. I just want to rest. Let me rest up. Okay, thank goodness. We would have lost there if we weren't able to use rest, but thank goodness we did. Okay. Let's try to get a Return off if we possibly can, and hopefully be able to beat this guy. Hopefully we can beat him. Okay, come on. Wake up. Yes, Return hits, and yes! Okay, perfect. Snorlax is down. Next up is Charizard. Let's go for a Return on it, and hopefully win a KO. We do not, which stinks. It goes for Flamethrower, and that will bring me down to really low on health. We go for Return again, and we knock it out. Alright, goodbye Charizard. Next Pokemon is Blastoise, and we go for a Return and do pretty good damage to it. It went for Surf, which will not knock me out. Thank goodness. We go for Return again, and good damage. We knock it out. Last Pokemon is Venusaur. I decided to go for Sleep because I knew it would one-shot it. So, yeah. It went for Solar Beam. Oh, maybe I could have attacked it. You know what? That's okay. At least we went for a safety rest just in case it went for something else. And then decided to go for Sunny Day. I woke up for Return, and it did over half, which is pretty good. It went for Solar Beam, and yeah, we're just going to knock it out with Return. And there we go. We have beaten Pokemon Crystal with just an Abra with only physical moves. J-Rose, if you ever see this video one day, I hope you can do the same thing I did here and try to beat the game with just an Abra with only physical moves. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, Please leave a like and subscribe. It didn't take me long to actually make this one, but hey, you know what though? I loved it though. It was fun. It was different. It was definitely a different challenge from my other ones. This moves only was very, very hard to pull off, but hey, you know what though? I'll take it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. I love you guys. See you guys later.